You'll see this when God knows you're ready. If you want to live a life that truly pleases God, it starts with one thing: putting Him first. Your relationship with God becomes the foundation of everything you do. You don't just know about Him, you know Him personally. You spend time in prayer, not just asking for things, but talking, listening, and aligning yourself with His will. Your worship isn't limited to Sundays or special moments. Your entire life becomes an offering to Him, whether you're at work, at home, or with friends. And when life gets hard, you hold on to His promises, trusting that He's working everything out for your good, even when you don't understand. Loving God also means loving people. You begin to see others the way He does, not for their background, status, or race, but as His children. You encourage those who are struggling, help those in need, and listen to the lonely. It's not just about giving things, it's about giving your time, your attention, and your heart. And when people hurt you, you forgive. Not because it's easy, but because God has forgiven you. If you want to please God, His word becomes your guide. The Bible isn't just a book you read, it's the foundation you live by. You turn from sin not out of fear, but because His ways lead to freedom and joy. You walk in integrity, choosing to speak truthfully, act honorably, and build others up. Living for God also means trusting Him completely. When life feels uncertain, you don't lean on your own understanding. Instead, you depend on His wisdom, knowing His plans are always better. Even in trials, you stay patient because you trust He's using them to make you stronger. You care about justice and mercy. You don't ignore suffering. You speak up for the voiceless, defend the oppressed, and work to right what's wrong. At the same time, you show compassion even to those who don't deserve it, because you remember how much mercy God has shown you. Gratitude and humility become your way of life. You don't boast about your achievements because you know everything comes from Him. You thank Him daily, finding joy even in the hardest times, because your treasure isn't here on earth, it's in heaven. You guard your heart, being mindful of what you let in, what you watch, listen to, and think about. You choose things that bring you closer to God because your thoughts shape your actions. And through it all, you keep an eternal perspective. You live for more than just this life, storing up treasures in heaven instead of chasing temporary pleasures. You look forward to the day when you'll hear Him say, "Well done, good and faithful servant," and you live every day preparing for that moment. If you feel far from God right now, know this: you can't do it on your own. The life God calls you to isn't about your strength or willpower. It's about the Holy Spirit working in you and through you. Surrender is the first step. Admit you need help, that you can't do this alone. Invite the Holy Spirit into your life to guide you, strengthen you, and transform you. He's not just your helper, He's your source of power. Stay connected to God daily. Spend time in prayer and open His word every day. Let it shape your thoughts and your life. The Holy Spirit will use it to renew your mind, remind you of God's promises, and lead you back when you stray. Living by the Spirit requires faith. Even when you don't feel capable, trust that He's working in you. His power is made perfect in your weakness. The fruits of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, will naturally grow in your life as you stay connected to Him. When you stumble, don't give up. The Holy Spirit isn't discouraged by your failures. He's committed to finishing the work He started in you. So if you want to live a life that follows God's heart, start here. Surrender, stay connected, depend on Him, walk by faith. He will guide you, empower you, and transform you into the person He's called you to be.